Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with the Speck Presidio Grip for Galaxy Note 8. This case offers 10 feet of drop protection, has fantastic grip, and adds very little thickness or weight to your phone. Let's look a little further at this excellent case. Looking a little bit more closely at the composition of this case, this is a classic Speck co-molded case. We have a hard polycarbonate back that has a matte finish, and then we have the lovely grip lines on the back as well. Those are a nice grippy rubber. And then on the interior, we have a hard but grippy rubber that lines the entire inside, except for this area around the perimeter, which is lined with Speck's Impactium material, which is their drop protective material that gives this case 10 feet of drop protection. This has a relatively rigid feel. It's not super flexible on the back, but it's flexible enough so that you are able to get your phone in here relatively easily. Overall, though, I would say that this has a relatively tight fit. So putting your phone in here, just put in the one side first, and then clip on the other. Once it's on your phone, you can see that we have a nice fit on here. Now, there is not tons of lip. There is not actually much lip typically with cases for the Note 8 because, of course, we want to be able to use the curved sides of the display. However, this does have a pretty high side on it. It's not one of the cases that goes extremely low on the side to show off the curved sides of the display, so that's good. As is typical with this type of case, we do have more lip on the bottom and on the top than there is on the side, so that you can still access the curved sides and see the curved sides while still having protection for drops that you're getting from your four corners and the extra area at the top and bottom. So that is good. So in terms of access to your app's edge, you can still access everything. So there's no problem there. This is a very, very functional case, and you can still appreciate the curved sides to some extent, although probably not quite as much as if you were using this without a case at all. So in terms of the fit on it, we have a nice tight fit. This really fits very, very nicely on the Note 8. There is, again, a little bit more give up here in the areas around the buttons. This is not surprising. That typically is what is the case with Speck cases, because this area around the buttons is all rubber. It doesn't have the polycarbonate. Or at least not as much polycarbonate, so there is more give here, but I don't think it's any kind of a problem, but it is noticeable that there's just a bit more give here than on other parts of the case, which actually have basically no give to them. There's really just a teeny tiny bit of give over here at the bottom, really not much at all. So overall, I think that this is a nice, firmly fitting case on the phone. So looking here at our port openings, so I've been using wireless charging with this thing, works great, no problems. But we still do have a nicely generous port opening here for your USB-C cable if you should choose to use that rather than the cool wireless charging that you can with the Galaxy Note 8. In terms of access to your S Pen, no issues in getting that out, no problems there at all. Everything works really well with that. And overall, I think that the port openings are nicely positioned and nicely sized here. So going to the sides here, of course, we have all of these wonderful grip lines, and I got to tell you, you just feel so secure when you were using a Presidio grip case on your phone. This really does not feel like it could accidentally slide out of your hands. As far as our buttons are concerned, they are nice and responsive, nice and easy to click, no problems. And going over here to our power button, again, same thing, no issues. Going to the back of the case, everything looks great here. This matte polycarbonate finish that we have here is quite scratch and fingerprint resistant, at least in my experience. I think it works really, really well. Plus also, because you have the rubber grip lines, the polycarbonate section is raised a little bit above any hard surface that you put it on, any flat surface that you put it on rather. So that's yet another reason why this area is less likely to scratch. But overall, I think it's mostly the fact that you have this matte finish, and that really helps against fingerprints as well, as I said. So we have a little bit of Speck branding up here. Our camera is well protected, no issues there, and you have easy access to the fingerprint reader if you choose to use it. Personally, I've been going with face recognition with my phone, so I really haven't been using the fingerprint reader very much. Besides, I think it's really rather hard to access all the way up here, but if you wanted to access it, you certainly could. The case is not going to get in your way. So overall, just a great case. Feels wonderful in the hand. I think it looks really nice, and it gives you that 10 feet of drop protection and a real feeling of security when you're using your phone. So lots to love with this case. Again, we've been looking at the Speck Presidio Grip for Galaxy Note 8. This case has an MSRP of $44.95 and comes in 4 exciting colors. You have the beautiful Eclipse Blue and Carbon Black shown here. We also have a black on black, white on black, and gray on black version available. Many thanks to the kind folks at Speck for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions about this case, please feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will do my best to address them. And if you are considering subscribing, please do so, because I have lots of great case reviews coming up for the Galaxy Note 8. Again, this is Kristen with the Galaxy Note 8 and the Speck Presidio Grip. Have a fantastic day.